Hi, everybody. Good morning. Oh, Michele, you're with us again. Yay.
And Giovanna, welcome back.
Hi. Thanks for tuning in. This is fantastic.
So we just had a lesson with Michele and Giovanna about at the hairdresser. And
Yeah.
now we're going to go to at the market. So Jane, I don't know about you, but there's something that I absolutely find just charming and endearing about all of the little community outdoor markets here. Sant'Ambrogio or Santo Spirito. I love it. Don't you?
Yeah, I do. I think the markets in even like the little towns on the weekend, many have these outdoor markets where you can buy clothes, fruit, vegetables. There's a little bit of everything at the market in Italy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so wonderful my favorite thing when we are allowed to go outside is to get up in the morning and ride my bike to Sant'Ambrogio and to have the people there who help me to choose to select the different fresh fruits and vegetables for the week. It's just
Sant'Ambrogio is like, I think, probably the best market in Florence. It's very authentic, and it's where Florentines go for their food. It's not touristy. It's very authentic, and yeah, I really like Sant'Ambrogio. It's fantastic.
So
Yeah.
we have Bruno from Leon and Alessandra from Salerno joining us with Ivana and Michele. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Excellent. So what other kinds of markets do we have? We have a lot. I think that here in Italy, we have more variety of markets because in America, we have all of these supermarkets, and a supermercato is not a supermarket like in America, because a supermarket in America is like Walmart or Fred Meyer, or where you can go buy medicine. There's medicine, there's food, there's paper products, greeting cards, and paper for schools. For me, when I think supermarket, that's what I think.
Yeah, I do too. The market here, they're usually quite small, no? And specialized. And even, listen, even the little tiny markets that we have that still exist, where you've got a little bit of everything, like you said before, that's where you're doing your shopping at a small market, you know?
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to read, Jane?
Sure. At the market, in this focus activity, how to ask for things at the market. Countable and uncountable nouns. Discuss different types of markets. Nice.
Okay.
Different types of markets. I'm very interested what they say about different types of markets. What do you think? For example, Terry, what kind of markets can there be?
Well, when I think about different types of markets, I think that it's really different from America to here. Here, you have to go to the meat market, the butcher, macellaio. Then you can go to. They have the what's it called, fruttivendolo, the fruit and vegetable markets.
Yeah.
And gosh, there are just so many different kinds of markets here in Italy.
But do you for example, I usually go to the supermarket and I try to buy everything in one go, but not everybody does that. There's people
Jane, you're frozen. Okay,
Butcher, and I'm frozen.
you were frozen.
I'm sorry. So do you go to one place, or do you go to many markets to buy your
Well,
food, Terry?
it depends. If I have time, I prefer
Mhm.
to go to Sant'Ambrogio to get all of my
Mhm.
fruits and vegetables. And
Mhm.
then, if I can, I do go to the co-op for things like prepackaged meats
Yeah.
for sandwiches. But if I'm having a special occasion, I will go to the butcher at the inside the market of Sant'Ambrogio, and then
Yeah.
my
Nice.
fruits and vegetables. And I love to buy fresh bread from the bread markets, the bakers.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Fantastic.
we have some more people with us. So,
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I think that was what Evie, I think.
everyone, but
Yeah.
I would like help with the pronunciation of the name.
Her name is
Asam,
Eulalia.
as
Eulalia,
okay,
right? Eulalia.
good. Where are you joining us from? And Domenico, excellent. Good morning. Welcome. Hi. Tell us where
Hi,
you're.
hi, Dominica.
Ah, Eulalia
Eulalia.
from Rome. Okay. Welcome. All right.
And also remember, I'm with a capital I, and I live. So we don't need that. We don't need I'm. We need I, capital, live in Rome. Okay?
And
Also,
Sabrina, where are you joining us from? Okay. Michele, I really like grocery and outdoor markets. Okay, fabulous. Good structure, excellent. Sorry, I'm switching pages here. All right. So, questions, good. So, practicing questions. Questions are difficult, aren't they, Jane?
terrible, terrible. And I understand how they can be very challenging for foreign speakers. It's very complex. I think, Terry, we don't think about it because we grew up speaking English, but realistically, it's a very strange thing with auxiliary verbs, and it's complicated. Yeah,
I
not
was so
so easy.
I was so happy when I began studying Italian and I read that the question is the same structure as the statement, the affirmation. You just change the intonation. For me,
Yeah,
that was
oh, fabulous. Yay. Yeah,
so
it's right.
something
It's true.
something really fast. I'm excited about this picture because this picture is from Pike Place Market.
Oh, it's in Seattle, isn't it?
It's in Seattle. That's my home.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so Pike Place Market is just huge.
Really?
It's huge. It's actually it covers more than 4 city blocks, and it's got an upstairs and a downstairs. It's got restaurants. It
Oh, sounds fabulous.
it has fish markets and flower markets and soaps and vegetables and bakers. It has clothes. It has everything. So,
Mm,
all right.
interesting.
Go ahead.
Pike Place Market. Okay. Oh, look at Giovanna. Nice. Nice question.
Oh,
Because I hit it too, so
me too.
good. Who do you go to the food market? You can say that, but you can also because it's a question, you can also put the preposition at the end of the sentence. Who do you go to the food market with?
Jane, do we want to open up the Pandora's box of whom?
No, I think it's so. I don't know. What do you think, Terry? It's a 4 to 5. I think whom.
Okay. Because really, if it begins with, it should be with whom.
You can use the preposition at the end of the sentence, though. Who do you go to the food market with?
Is much better.
Yeah, we want to put it probably at the end of the sentence. Okay. All
right. Domenico, perfect. Who do you go to the food market with? Who do you go with? Sabrina says, I usually go to the food market alone or with my mother. Absolutely perfect structure, but remember, please, that the I, that pronoun I, always capital. Use this time together to really practice the structures, capital letters. So,
yeah. You know, we say this a lot. At this level, we say this a lot. And you have, it's a big mistake. There are mistakes that are smaller, and maybe this one is a big one. You have that I needs to always be capitalized. Always. Okay.
And the first,
except for when it's in a word, right? When it's part of a word like idea. But if it's alone, it needs to be capitalized. Okay.
and we have Stephanie with us. Where are you from, Stephanie? Welcome. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's also, as Jane is saying, there are some errors that are just errors, and then there are some that are more grave, more important. And the first letter of a sentence always capitalized. So whether it's I or whether it's who do you go with, remember, let's practice all of these. Let's really work on these together. Let's take this time to work on some specific details. Stephanie from Genoa, welcome.
Okay. So Stephanie, once again, we're going to go through this back. Okay. First of all, it's I capital, like we said, I, big I, and you also need the verb to be. So it's I'm from Genoa.
Excellent.
I'm from Genoa. Okay.
Okay. So I usually go to the food market with my daughter twice a week without the preposition, but this is an absolutely perfect sentence. Just take out that preposition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. I love this interaction, don't you, Jane?
That's fantastic. You guys are great today. We're loving this. So where do you go? Well, let's know. Actually, how often do you go to the food market, Terry? How often?
I usually go to the market 2 or 3 times a week, but
Okay.
only the more when I'm working more, I can't, and so. But Michele, I usually go to the outdoor market because I love a lot of raw and dairy products.
What do you mean raw? What do you dairy products are one thing, but raw, a lot of raw what?
Well, if I understand, because I don't think it's that. I like to buy my raw products. I don't go buy prepackaged. I buy the raw products to create. For example, I'm making chili tonight, and I bought the dry beans, and I bought the individual onions and peppers. To me, these are the raw products, but I don't know if Michele means it. Okay. Fish, meat.
Yeah, but you still, we wouldn't say raw products. I mean, would you? I
I might. I might.
really? I don't think
Yeah.
I would use raw. I think I would use raw just when we're talking about raw fish
Uh,
or yeah, I wouldn't use, but maybe you do, and I just
well, and but this is an interesting thing that about language is that from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Midwest, also in America, we have different ways to
maybe.
say different things.
Maybe. Yeah.
So,
What do you prefer to buy in the supermarket? Nice question, Stephanie.
mm,
Wow.
one problem.
I'll be honest. What? Oh, yes.
So we
We
don't.
put, no. Hmm.
You're freezing and then coming out and freezing and
Go ahead, Terry. You want to make a comment about the sentence?
no, you were freezing, and so I was trying to tell you you were freezing.
Freezing.
No, I just wanted to say that auxiliary verb, when we have do, we will never have to be with do. And
That's
so,
true.
what do you prefer? Okay? Not what
Mhm.
do you prefer? What do you prefer? Oh,
Mm.
absolutely perfect.
Yay! I go to the market once a week with my girlfriend. Absolutely. Dominica, well done.
All right.
Nice. What do you buy? What do you prefer? What do you prefer to buy in the super? What do you buy in the super? I buy everything, more or less. Yeah, I buy everything at the supermarket. Her connection is so dodgy. Yes, my connection is very strange today. I love the use of dodgy.
I do too.
Very British, but yes, Michele, my connection is dodgy.
Dodgy. We would never say dodgy in America. That's beautiful.
Never.
Isn't
It's
it?
wonderful. I think we should use it. It's a great word.
I do too. So with who do you go to the supermarket with, Jane?
I I go by myself. My children are like, no, do not take me to the supermarket. Yeah, I definitely go by myself. Yeah.
And what do
And
you like to buy?
oh my gosh, what do I like? I buy a little bit of everything. I buy pasta. I buy uh, I buy lots of legumes,
Uh,
beans, and I buy eggs, almond milk, some mozzarella. What do you buy, Terry? What do you usually buy?
well, I buy coffee and soy milk and these wonderful little fette biscottate that we just don't have in America. And
Oh, yes. There is no translation. No translation.
no translation at all. Um, but I'm really excited about this interaction. Really, I like going to the supermarket alone. Remember, and I don't want to say it, but remember that capital I, it's so important.
Yeah,
So,
you all need to remember questa non è una cosa, si vede, è un pugno nello stomaco. I'm saying it in Italian, but we have to have, e dobbiamo avere lì maiuscolo sempre quando è da sola. Ecco, I said
thank
it in
you.
Italian so that we keep saying it, but it's really important, everybody, okay?
Okay. So Bruno says, I buy only food and household products. So remember, Bruno, this buy is like, bye,
Yeah.
ciao, bye, this buy.
Fantastic. Yeah.
But to purchase, comprare, is spelled,
Bye.
it's written differently. All right. Excellent interaction, though. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yay. Ooh.
Food categories. Yay! We like that. Okay. So we have, well, let's read the foods and then let's read the categories. So go ahead, Terry. You want to go ahead and read the food?
Okay. Carrot, milk, pasta, steak, sausages, potato, apple, rice, tomato, or if you're British, potato, tomato, but I would say tomato and potato,
Yeah.
beef, cheese, peach, orange juice, and melon. These are individual foods. And then we have food categories.
Okay. The categories we have are meat, vegetable, fruit, drink, other. All right, before we go, I want to talk about, there's a couple of pronunciation that I want to make sure you are aware of. One of vegetable. It's not vegetable, it's vegetable, vegetable.
Okay.
3 syllables. And also we have fruit. It's not fruit, but fruit.
Exactly. That UI is ooh, not ooey. Right, Jane?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
You are coming and going again. So
Oh, I'm
so,
sorry.
so if you hear me speak while you are speaking, it's because you're frozen.
I'm gone. Okay, sounds good.
All right. So something that's really important in English is this idea of countable and uncountable nouns. If something is a category, for example, meat, fruit, liquid, wine, water, okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is uncountable. The
Mm-hmm.
only exception to this is vegetable. I don't know why.
Okay. So things that you can count, like oranges or lemons or apples, those are all going to be countable. You can count them 1, 2, 3. Okay? So let's see if we can put these into the correct category.
Okay. But for now, so how does this work, Jane? Do we go all the meats or do we go carrot is a
Well, click so we can see the first one and we'll see how they've arranged it. Okay, so we go from carrot, which is a vegetable. Yeah.
okay. So
Okay.
what is milk?
Milk would be, I think, a drink, don't you?
I think absolutely. And it's liquid, so it's uncountable. Oh, pasta, my favorite.
I love that.
Pasta. Okay. We have some answers coming in, but they aren't in our order. So let's just look. Meat, sausage,
Other. Yeah,
and
it's gotta be. I think that Estefany got pasta correct. It's other, right?
other. Good.
Very
Okay,
strange.
thank
Yeah,
you.
they gave it some strange categories here.
Okay. And then also we had meat, sausages, and beef.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What about steak? What about steak?
Steak, I think, is gonna be, it's gonna be in the meat category, don't you?
Absolutely. Bistecca, steak.
Yeah, steak.
Okay, good. And let's see, we had before sausages were also meat. What about potato? Potato.
I think they put it in the vegetable category, even though it should be, yeah.
It should be a root.
Yeah, it should be other. It's not really
No.
in this, but anyway.
Now, steak, cow. So steak comes from
A
cows,
cow.
but
Mm-hmm.
so do all forms of beef. So ground
Yeah,
beef, beef
yeah,
salami, beef roast. These all
yeah,
come from cow.
yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. Where are we? Apple.
Fruit. Oh, sorry. I gave it away.
No, I was looking through all of the comments, and I'm sure that we've seen it. I'm sure it's there. Apple and peach fruit. Fruit. Here we are. Apple, melon, peach. Excellent, Giovanna. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Shall I just go quickly through these?
Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Perfect.
Okay. And melon. Okay. So, okay. Steak is countable.
Yeah.
I would like 2 steaks. Okay.
Yeah, it's countable. Meat,
Excellent.
well, meat is not. Meat is not countable. It's uncountable. Steak is countable.
Exactly.
Huh?
So, cheese, other. Yes, good. Cheese is other. Cheese is a dairy product.
Yeah, it's a dairy product. Yeah.
All right. Now, continuing this argument of countable and uncountable nouns.
Okay, so which nouns are countable and uncountable? Countable nouns can be plural, countable. So apple, 1 apple, 2 apples, okay? You can count them with the number 1, 2, 3, okay? Countable nouns.
And countable always ends with, if it's countable and it's plural, it ends in S.
Yes.
So uncountable nouns can't be plural. For example, coffee. You can't count them. So some coffee, some orange juice, some wine. Now, I know what you are thinking, and that is, but I want 2 coffees. You want 2 cups of coffee.
Okay.
And because of that, because these containers, I want some orange juice. I want 2 glasses of orange juice. The containers are countable. The liquid is not. And sometimes we imply, sotto inteso, we imply cups. If I say 2
Yes.
coffees. Right, Jane?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Well done. Well said. Perfect. Remember that sometimes we're talking about the container and not the product. So you have to be careful with that.
Okay. Ooh, countable or uncountable?
Yeah.
And you can tell us countable or uncountable simply with a U or a
For
C.
uncountable or C for countable. So just you could write 1 C or U, 2 C or U. Okay. So number 1, sorry.
No, can I ask, when you do this, if it's countable, tell us the plural. For example,
Yeah.
3 lemons. Okay. So as you give us answers, the U or the C, and then if it's countable, tell us the plural.
Well, I like that. That's fantastic. So the first one we said is countable, right? Yes, lemons, yeah. How about the next one, number 2, book. Is it
Well,
countable or uncountable?
I have a book. I have another book. So I have some I have some books.
No, it's a plural. So with book, it is countable. We can count it. 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 4 books. So it's a plural, and it's a countable noun. Okay, so be careful with this one because this is countable. All right. How about car? Is it countable or is it uncountable? Michele says it's countable. Yes, it is. And the plural is cars.
Cars. Remember, if it's countable, tell us the plural. Lemons, countable. Cars, countable. How about money?
Oh,
Money is
money.
money is interesting. Before you answer for money, I want you to think about, is it specific or is it a category? Is it a category or is it specific? What do you think, Jane?
I think it's category. I do. I think it's a category. So I think money is uncountable. We don't ever say monies,
We never
right?
say monies. No.
So it's money and it's uncountable.
So if money is the category, what are some examples of specific money?
Ah, very good question. We have a euro, and we can say euros. We can say a dollar, and we can say $10. So
Exactly.
the specific is countable.
All right. How about water? Oh, we've already got water, uncountable. Water, uncountable. Okay.
Mhm,
Because it's
mhm.
a liquid. Okay. Now, how about rice? Rice isn't liquid, rice is solid.
Yeah, but do you count the little grains? Do you sit there? Do you count 1, 2, 3? You can't,
Oh,
right?
I don't have
So
that much time.
yeah, that's why I think of like sugar and flour and anything that's really, really small. You can't really count it.
So
So
like sand on the beach.
yeah,
Ah, all right. Potato, countable. Wine, my
1 potato,
favorite.
2 potato.
There you are. You're back. I lost you again.
I'm sorry, coming in and out. Oh,
So
sorry.
we said all liquids are uncountable, so wine and tea. Meat, meat is a category.
It's a
No.
category.
Now, house is not food, neither is car. So,
Yeah, I saw that before. Somebody put, is there house? Somebody before put house as uncountable. If I walk down a street and I count 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses, I can count them. So, and it's not really a category. It's just an object that is countable.
now before we go on, I want to share this comment because it is structured perfectly. I don't have any money in my wallet. That was perfectly structured, Michele.
Thank you. Well done.
Okay.
Oh, look, also time and money with much, some and any. Thank you, Michele. That nicely said. That's Perfect. Time, money with much. Fantastic. Well done.
Right. So, as Michele said, time and money with much, because they are uncountable. And so, how much or how many? We use many with countable
Oh,
nouns, much with
and
uncountable nouns.
yeah.
So now tell us, for these specific items, which ones use much and which use many? All right.
Hmm.
So we from uncountable and countable now to much and many. Jane, is you said that you you bought some pasta at the store.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when
But I,
you
yeah.
when you went to the store, was there much pasta on the shelf?
Yeah. I mean, there was some pasta on the shelf. We don't really say that though. Was there much pasta on the shelf? Do we, Terry?
Well, if I say was there any, I am asking.
Any.
If I
Was there
say,
any? Yes. We're
if I,
using the question, yeah.
but it's a different question. If I say was there any, I'm asking if there was zero. No.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Was there any? Um, yeah, I mean, you can ask it like that if you want. There wasn't much, but yeah, it's because pasta is considered uncountable. So,
I'm just trying to use much and many. So,
okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
all right. So
Let's go on to apples. So,
apples, apples. I see an answer here. Apples, many.
many. Yes. Well done.
How about sausages?
Okay.
Sausages.
But it should tell you everything you need to know just with the word. If it's finishing with an S, it's already plural. So it has to be many.
All right. Much pasta, rice, milk, cheese. Okay. So rice does not end in S, and it's super small.
So where are we going to put that? Yes, we're going to put that with much.
Okay. So I think that people understand much
Mhm.
pasta. Thank you, Domenico.
Mhm.
So much milk, many tomatoes, much cheese, and many peaches. All right.
Okay, so Michele, it's a good question because I confused everybody. Was there a lot of pasta in the store? Is it the same? Is it the same? No, because here I'm asking that there was a lot of. So let's say there was only a couple of packages. Then I would say no, there wasn't a lot of pasta in the store, right?
But
It changes the meaning here. No?
so Jane, for me, if I say was there any, I'm asking if there was zero, or now if I
Or
ask was there much, much
yes,
is a
yes,
lot.
a lot of.
A lot
Hmm.
is a lot, but if I ask, was
Yeah,
there much? Much is an unspecified quantity. So
yeah.
Jane can respond, no, there wasn't much, or yes, there was a lot.
Yes. So in this case, yes, it's the same if you're comparing it to much, right, Terry? It's more or less the same meaning. A
It's,
lot of, or lots of, or much.
it's more or less the same meaning, but we don't usually use a lot of in questions. We don't usually, sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can. I think you can use it both also with countable and uncountable. A lot of or lots of can be used also in countable nouns.
Uh,
So
but if we use a lot of with a countable noun, we have to change the verb.
yeah, but I mean, a lot of as a quantifier, we can use in both.
True.
Okay.
How much pasta was there? Or how many apples were there?
Yes.
Okay, so remember that if we go to the countable noun, we have to use the plural verb. Uncountable nouns, singular verb. How much pasta
Mhm.
was? How many apples were? Yes?
Yes. Very important. Very important. Yes.
All right. Okay. So, Jane, how much pasta do you want?
Mm, some, a few,
A
not a
little?
few, a little or some, right?
Okay. Can I,
Now, the thing is, if I go to countable, I can say a few, but I can only use a few with countable nouns. So how many peaches do you want? A few. Hmm? Some. Some I can use also countable and uncountable.
so we have a question, and it
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah, I'll pull it up for you.
how much the kilo of tomatoes? Now, if the question is for price, if you want to know the cost, the question is how much is a kilo of tomatoes? Okay. So for the price, the question is how much is a kilo of tomatoes? So
Mm-hmm.
and the reason for this, I know tomatoes is countable, and so it seems like we should use the verb are, but we are specifying just like a cup of coffee, a glass of juice, a kilo is
A
countable.
kilo. Yeah,
We're specifying
absolutely.
quantity or a specific container. So great question though.
Yes, very good.
All right. Now, okay. Hmm. Jane, good morning. How can I help you?
I'd like some apples, please.
Ah, perfect. Okay, how many apples?
6 apples, please.
Here you are, 6 apples.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is a regular conversation I have had in Italian, conversations just like this at Sant'Ambrogio.
Hmm, the market, yeah.
Yeah. What are some other things we could ask for in this way, Jane?
Why don't you ask me a question here?
Hmm,
So,
let's
good
see.
morning. How can I help you?
Um, I'd like some wine, please.
How much wine? Hmm.
Uh,
Uh,
2 bottles, please.
Okay, so you changed here. You, in this case, I think it's important that you said, I said, how much wine? And you said, I think at this point we should say, uh, well, you could say a liter, 2 liters. You're right. You can't really,
Can't answer.
okay.
when we
Yeah,
buy,
you have to answer. You have to answer. You're right. Absolutely. So she said 2 bottles, or I could say how many bottles?
okay,
Huh?
but you could, when you asked how much wine, I could have responded 1 liter.
Yeah, but it's still going to be countable,
At that point. So we
because
moved from how much
yeah,
wine? Exactly.
yeah. Okay,
So
let's try. Uh,
why do you answer with indefinite amounts?
we don't. We answer with definite amounts, and that's why we switch. We never answer with indefinite. We could say, yeah, we could say, how she, okay, how can I help you? I'd like some wine, please. And then how much? Oh, some. But you wouldn't say that, right? You wouldn't say some wine. You have to be specific, right,
Yeah.
Karen?
In fact, for the response, the question is non-specific, indefinite. The response is going to be definite. How many apples? 6 apples. We move from indefinite to definite.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think this part can be very confusing. I do think this. Michele, you want to take this, Terry? Because you've got 2 words
There are
at the beginning. Yeah.
2 modal verbs, may
Yeah.
and so we only use one modal. Can I help you or may I help you? Okay. Um, can I help you? I'd like 6 apples, please. Okay. So, Michele, what you are doing, you are salta. You are skipping a step in the conversation. Good morning. May I help you? I'd like 6 apples, please. And
Mhm.
so you have hai saltato. You skipped the part of the conversation. And yes, the conversation can happen just like this. We are just showing you also how to use many and much to make the questions. Okay?
Mhm.
And Giovanna says, good morning. Can I help you? I'd like a kilogram of pasta and 500 grams of meat.
I think the spelling is not correct on that. We spell meat with an A, MEAT.
Okay. Good. And then good morning. How can I help you? I'd like some tomatoes. Good. Some. How many tomatoes would you like?
I'd like 10 tomatoes, please.
Exactly. So again, Michele, again here. I'd like some tomatoes. How many tomatoes? Going from that indefinite to, as Jane said, I'd like 10 tomatoes. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Excellent. And as always, good practice writing. What do we have time for one more? Oh, we have 1 minute. Okay. Jane, good morning. How can I help you?
I'd like some cheese, please.
Okay, how much cheese?
200 grams, please.
Here you are, 200 grams of cheese. Do you want anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Excellent. And Giovanna finishes here for us. Here you are, thanks. How much is it? Excellent. That is exactly
Ah, nice, Giovanna.
how much is it? How much are they? All right. And I think with that, we have less than a minute left.
No,
So
we are. Yeah, we are good to go. So I just want to thank everybody. I hope that this helped with the difference between much and many. I know that sometimes it can be a little confusing, but if you have any questions, just write it in the chat and we'll take a look at it. And that's it. Tara, you want to say something?
Just thank you for so much interaction. It makes it so much more enjoyable for us, and it helps us to help you with the little parts of the grammar and structure that you need. So thank you for such great participation.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.